What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to update your radio controller to the latest EdgeTX as well as to the latest ELRS version 4.0.0. So stay tuned. Before updating, we have to back up the SD card content. This is very important. You connect your radio to your PC, select USB storage mode, wait a few seconds, and then we copy the whole SD card content to your PC. This will take some time. Quick note, if you want to level up your FPV faster or you're stuck with your setup, I now offer personal FPV Level Up one-on-one sessions. We can work on Betaflight ELRS setup, troubleshooting, freestyle or race tips, simulator strategy, geo advice or drone travel tips. Link is down in the description if you're interested. After copying the files, you can eject the hardware drive from your PC, disconnect your radio and shut it down. In order to flash the latest EdgeTX, we need to connect the radio in the DFU mode. I put the link for this down in the description. We choose the latest EdgeTX version, then you choose your radio controller, hit flash via USB, choose the connected radio in DFU mode, hit next. Then hit start flashing. Now the receiver will be flashed. Don't waste your time during the flashing process and check out my 10km long range video. When the flashing process is finished, we disconnect the radio from the PC, power it on and check the firmware version on the controller. Now we can flash the ExpressLRS via the web flasher. For this you need to connect your radio powered on to your PC, select USB serial VCP, select transmitter, choose your firmware version, choose the hardware vendor, choose the radio frequency, choose the correct hardware target, download the Lua script, hit next, put in your binding phrase, check the region, set up your Wi-Fi. Here the flashing method, we choose EdgeTX path-through, hit next. Now we choose the connected radio on the pop-up. The flashing process will be initialized. Now we can flash the firmware via full chip erase. The flashing process will take some time. Don't waste your time during the flashing process and check out my 10km long range video. After the flashing process, we disconnect the radio from the PC, connect it again, but this time we choose USB storage mode. Open the folder from your SD card, go to the subfolder Scripts, Tools, and then delete the ELRS v3 Lua and LUAC files from the SD card. Now place the downloaded ELRS Lua script in this folder. Eject your radio, disconnect it from the PC, and check the firmware version via the Lua script on your radio. Now we can flash the first receiver. For this, connect your quad with the PC, turn off your radio controller, choose receiver, choose your firmware version, your hardware vendor, the radio frequency, the hardware target, and then hit next. Put in your binding phrase, check the region, put in your Wi-Fi. Now we choose the flashing method Betaflight pass-through. In the advanced settings we can reduce the Wi-Fi auto on interval to 30 seconds. Hit next. Then we select the target. The flashing process will be initialized. Now we can flash the firmware via full chip erase. In the meanwhile, you can check out my BetaFPV Pavo20 Pro range test video. After the flashing process, disconnect the quad, turn on your radio, connect the quad again to power, for example a USB cable via PC or via LiPo. The radio controller already connected to the drone. For safety reasons, I always recommend to connect the quad to Betaflight and check the receiver tab if everything is working properly. Now we can flash the second receiver. Connect the quad to your PC. Shut down your radio controller. Now we do the same as before. Hit receiver. Choose the firmware version. Type in your hardware vendor. Choose the radio frequency. Choose the hardware target. And hit next. Put in your binding phrase, check the region, put in your Wi-Fi. Now we choose the flashing method Betaflight pass-through. In the advanced settings we can reduce the Wi-Fi auto on interval to 30 seconds. Hit next. Choose the hardware target on the pop-up. The flashing process will be initialized again. Via full chip erase we can flash the firmware. If you're stuck with your setup, just click the link down in the description below and book your one-on-one FPV Level Up session. After flashing your quad, disconnect it from the PC, power it on again, and check if everything is working. Now we can flash the third receiver. For this we do the same again. Power off your radio controller, connect the quad to your PC, select receiver, select the firmware version, the hardware vendor, the radio frequency, the hardware target, hit next. type in your binding phrase, set up your Wi-Fi, choose the flashing method Betaflight pass-through, reduce the Wi-Fi auto-on interval to 30 seconds and hit next. Connect the target via the pop-up. On this receiver we got an error. I double checked if the selected target is the correct one, and I also checked the information on the ELRS homepage and decided to flash anyway. Don't waste your time during the flashing process and check out my 10 km long range video. When the flashing process is completed, disconnect your quad from your PC, connect it with your radio and check in Betaflight the input settings. If you like this video, give it a like. If you want more FPV and travel content, subscribe. See you in the next one.